Okay, so tonight I wanted to do two things. One thing I want to do is talk about some little bit more about the debugging from last night, and then I want to talk about the peer-to-peer JDK. So let's get started. So last night we had this little demo app that will get the block from the mainnet, and when you click get block, it will break here, and I'm going to go one more. I'm going to hit this. So by now it's gotten the block back, and what I want to show you all is what information you actually can get from this get block command. You get the chain ID, the children, the epoch, the guardian node. This has to do with the voting, so you can see the different votes that would. So the ID, the signature, and this is about. Let's see. Yeah. So this is part of it, and you get the transactions, and we had two of them here. And when I looked at this one, you can see you have its inputs and outputs. So the inputs from this address were some theta and some T-fuel signed. This is how we know. That is what makes blockchain secure, and it'll secure your transactions. It can, whatever data that needs to be validated, if you will. And then it goes to the output here, and you can see this other address now has the theta. So, and of course this transaction has its own hash. And you can see the fee, and there were two. There was the one before didn't appear to be very interesting. I have no idea what was going on. It just had a proposer. Maybe it was some kind of smart contract or whatever it was. So I want to show you the power of what this little debugger in Chrome does, and it's pretty similar in Firefox. And Firefox, you used to have to download Firebug separately, and now it's built in, which is great because it means it's just there. So, at any rate, that kind of closes the loop on last night. Now, let me let this thing finish its thing here. Let's see. Yes, the peer-to-peer JavaScript. So let's see exactly where I want to be here. Yeah, this is the peer-to-peer. So you can integrate peer-to-peer with any HLS JS compatible video player. Now I had to look that up. It's a new streaming protocol, and this website here talks all about it. Gives you various features. So closed caption, very important. I know that it is for me because my hearing is horrible, and it's very helpful to have closed captions. It just makes life easier. It also means you can, if you have to be quiet, you can know what's going on. So they're very advantageous. And this article here goes through it, and maybe we'll get into this in a little bit more later on, because it looks pretty interesting here. But that's one of the. So you can integrate it. You need a token, and this is similar to the code we did last night that generates the token. Now, in the enter this file in your so in the head, if when you're writing JavaScript or HTML rather, you have to include these essentially libraries. And then this is the script. This is the JavaScript you set up in order to broadcast the video, and all the things, the URL, the type. So this is the technology, I guess. So this is like your typical data type here, like JavaScript /text or JSON. You got, let's see, the wallet information. So who's paying? Who has access to this? You can also toggle it as I think CDN means broadcast only. So you can see there are many fascinating things within Theta, and I definitely want to dive into it a little bit more. We haven't really gotten deep into done much with smart contracts on Theta, mainly because it's pretty similar to what we looked at with Ethereum. So one interesting thing that I might try to look into and see if there are any notable differences in its capability in terms of the smart contract, if they support certain things that the Ethereum chain doesn't. My guess is it very likely might, because it does have this power for high-speed data transfer and video transcoding and all this very high-speed stuff that is not available in an older technology like Ethereum. Now, Ethereum, of course, is going to Ethereum 2, but the one nice thing is the language is the same. You're still using Solidity, so you can take your knowledge of Solidity and use it on both of them, and you can then throw it in, Solang, and then put it on Polkadot, possibly, if you're not using something that Polkadot doesn't support. Anyway, if you found this helpful, please give a like, please subscribe, please ring the bell to get notified of future videos, and I will speak to you next time.